she says to me, my mom's gonna know if this is real if you tell her about those car conversations.
Yeah.
She used to sit in the car and talk to me and have conversations. She says, I want to let you know that I was right there on the side of you. I'm going to go to Abby Claire. I think it's Abby Claire, Claire, C-L-E-R-E. Hi, Abby.
Hi.
How are you?
Hi, good. It's clear.
It's clear. Oh, great. And where are you guys from?
St. Louis, Missouri.
Oh, great. It's great. I'm glad to have you guys here.
Thank you.
Who's this with you?
This is Melissa. It's my childhood second mom.
Oh, perfect. Well, hello, Mom. How are you?
Hello.
So first of all, when I'm connecting, there's a child here that had passed. Where's the child that departed?
My childhood best friend and her daughter.
So know that your daughter is stepping forward. Because right away, she kept saying to me, talk to me, talk to me, talk to me. She goes, and she says to me, Matt, she goes, so that would have been your daughter, because she kept saying, Matt, my mom's here. And first of all, you were wondering if she would be stepping forward today, if she'd be here and with you. And she says to me, I want you to know I'm right here. And by the way, she knows that's her around your neck, she's telling me. So is that in memory of her?
Her ashes.
Because she says to me right now, she goes, my mom is wearing me around her neck. She says, so know that every time that you wear that, that's your daughter's way of validating to you that she's right there and she's with you. And by the way, she is so happy to see this right now. She's so happy to see, you and her best friend being together, because she says to me, the two of you have kept her memory alive so much since the day that she had passed on. And she says to me that there's things that you've done in memory of her as well. Like I keep seeing shirts that were made. So did you make the shirts in memory of her?
Yeah, shirts and bracelets.
Perfect. And also at the same time, she tells me, she goes, Matt, she goes, they spread so much awareness about me. She goes, and there's like, I don't know, she tells me there's things online. So I don't know if it's on Facebook or what it is, but there's illustrations she's telling me from different parts of her life that you share with the world. And she wants to thank you so much for that.
Yeah.
First of all, I have to let you know that this is a very tough reading to talk about, because there's certain things that her mom and also you as her best friend did not know about when she was leaving this world. Because right away when I'm connecting with her, she tells me that she was going through anxiety, and she tells me that there was depression that she was hiding away from everybody before she died. You understand that?
Yes.
And she tells me that there were things that you had uncovered after her passing, because she says to me, Matt, there was a journal or there was letters that were kept. So do you have either letters or like, she showed me like loose leaf paper that had certain notes on it or certain feelings that she thought about here in this world. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, her fiance kept those.
She's saying to me that the one thing that she wants you to know is that she didn't tell you about these things and didn't voice these things because she felt like she could handle them herself. She says, it wasn't because I didn't love you. It wasn't because I didn't trust you. It wasn't because I didn't care about you. She says, but it wasn't that I felt like I ever needed help with anything. Do you understand that?
Yes.
But also at the same time, I'm going to be very honest with you in some of the things that I tell you, because when spirit comes through, they're honest because they want to talk about their passing and talk about the things that, are hard for us to make sense around. And she says to me that there was issues with her fiance at the time that she had died.
Yes.
But Mom, she says, please don't hold him accountable for my passing and for what had happened.
I don't.
She says, the one thing that she wants you to know, she says, is I was a very private person. She goes, you know that. She goes, I kept so much on the inside. She goes, because I was afraid. She goes, of getting everybody worried about me. She says, your daughter was the type of person where she didn't like the spotlight being on her. She says, she was always behind the scenes of things. That's how she was.
Yeah.
She says, but as she got older, she says, I started to get these fears and anxiety. She goes, and Matt, she goes, I didn't know where they came from. She says, and because of that, when I'm connecting with her, I keep seeing medications in front of me. And she's showing me that she was taking different pills and different things. Now, I don't know if these are prescribed or if they weren't, but I keep seeing pill bottles that are here. So somehow she got her hands on pills is what she's showing me.
That's what killed her.
She says, this was my biggest downfall.
Yep.
Oh, I know what this is. Okay. She's telling me. So your daughter's telling me, a lot of times, like I said, spirit wants you to have information to everything. She says to me, the pills that she was taking, she thought was one thing, but they were something else. So I felt, now I don't know anything about medication. I do a little bit because I used to be an EMT.
She was an EMT also.
Oh, okay. Because she's showing me these medications, and here's what I felt, okay? Correct me if I'm wrong, because I could be wrong. Because spirit will show me visions of things. So you're going to understand, I don't know your life. I don't know anything about your life, but your daughter's showing me different visions and different things. And when she's showing me these different things, it's in my frame of reference, things that she's trying to get through to me to understand. And she's showing me pill bottles, and I see prescription pill bottles, but they weren't her. They weren't prescribed to her. So somehow I felt that these pills she thought was like Adderall, like, you know, that prescription Adderall, or like
Yeah,
80,
she was prescribed Adderall.
that makes sense. So she thought that there was one prescription bottle that she thought was Adderall and another prescription bottle that she thought was Xanax that was here.
She had both, yeah.
Okay, so those are the two bottles that she's showing me. Now, whatever she had taken that had killed her that day was either laced with something or a completely different medication than what she normally had taken. Do you understand that?
Yep. It was
Because
a different medication.
So whatever had happened, know that she says to me, I thought I was taking these pills. I thought I was taking these pills. She showed me the Xanax and the Adderall. She goes, this is what I used to take to calm down, Matt. She says, so she had gotten those pills through an outside source, through somebody that she knew. And they told her this was Adderall, but it was not Adderall. It was something completely different.
Yes.
And that's how she died. So she says to me, Matt, I was not trying to take my life at the time that I had departed. Do you understand that?
Yes, she wasn't trying.
So know that this was completely out of her control. She says, because she talks about, you know, her taking these pills all the time. And for some reason, I know what it is. She's telling me, oh my God, your daughter's so clear when she tells me. There was an issue with her healthcare provider. She lost her healthcare insurance and she wasn't able to get her pills refilled. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Because she shows me that's the reason why she had died.
She lost her job just a month before she passed.
So she says to me, she goes, I was asking around. Somebody said, yep, I have these pills. Yep, okay. I was going to take them. I was going to get myself back on track because your daughter was the type of person where she was like a type A personality. You know, if somebody told her she couldn't do something, she would work harder and faster and stronger to get it done. She goes, nobody would ever tell me that I couldn't do it.
That was her.
But I want to let you know that her fiance didn't know about this at all. So just as because there's a lot of questions over what had happened, and she tells me that she was with him the day that she died. So there was a lot of questions over, did he do the right thing? Did he call the ambulance? Did he find out in time? And I want to let you know that he really just didn't know. That she was found either sleeping or passed out because he thought that she was just, she tells me he thought she was sleeping.
She was. She passed.
I'm going to be honest with you, because you say every day, if you know how your daughter had died or what had happened, then you'll be able to heal without a doubt. But you need to know without a doubt. And she tells me that he discovered her, that he tried to wake her up, that she had been, you know, your daughter was the type of person where she was a night owl as well. So she was always up, and sometimes she would be up past hours, past him. So she shows me her being up and doing all these things. And he's like, I'm going to bed. And then she went to bed, and then he goes, oh, I'll let her sleep. But she had actually passed away.
Yes.
Without him even knowing it. Because I keep seeing the time on the clock changing. It's like, you know, I keep seeing like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, and then him going to check up on her, and then him realizing, oh my God, she's not waking up. But please know, she says, this was nobody's fault. She says, this was an accident. She says, and she wants to thank you for the way that you also went back and you pushed to try to figure out where these pills came from. She shows me that there's detectives, there's certain people working on it to try to trace this back to where they came from and how she got them and what had happened and all of those different things.
Yes.
And she also wants to thank you. Did you keep her car? She keeps talking about her car.
We did keep it for about a year, but we don't have it anymore.
But you kept her car after she passed, and she tells me that you used to sit in that car and talk to her. Is that correct?
It is.
Because she says to me, my mom's going to know if this is real if you tell her about those car conversations.
Yeah.
She used to sit in the car and talk to me and have conversations. She says, I want to let you know that I was right there on the side of you. So everything that you said to me, every moment that you spent with me in that car, she says, I have heard. She says, and I love you so, so much. Now I'm also hearing about dogs. She's talking about little dogs. Do you have her dogs?
She has a dog, and her fiance still has the dog, but the dog was her pride and joy.
Perfect. Because she's telling me that she's telling me to take care of the babies. So I don't know if you had one and he's got another one, but she keeps telling me about taking care of the dogs, and that's very important. She comes back and she visits those dogs on the other side, because spirit can see souls as well. She's saying to me, listen, she goes, if there's one thing that I want you to know is that without a doubt I am here. She wants to thank you for being her mom, and also for you for being her best friend. She says, you two were my life here in this world. And I want to tell you something else. Okay. Your daughter is also telling me, don't blame her dad.
Shelby's anxiety and depression comes from his side of the family.
Oh, that's going to be what it is. Because she kept saying to me, don't blame dad, don't blame dad.
Yeah.
So that anxiety, listen, there's a very big difference between anxiety and depression that leads to suicide and anxiety and depression that, you know, is functioning anxiety, depression, meaning that we have it and we're nervous and it comes out of nowhere because of life events. Your daughter is telling me when I'm connecting with her that what you need to know is that, like I said, she was not trying to end her life here in this world.
Yeah.
That this was something because she just wanted to be successful. She just wanted to, you know, be able to pay the bills, be able to, you know, lessen the burden on her fiance, to be able to, you know, start a family and to be able to have everything that you've given her here in this world.
That was her.
She says, so I want to let you know that I am okay and that I am with you. Now, she's also telling me, is it Chrissy or Christy?
Kristen.
Who's that? Here in this world, not died.
It's one of her friends that went to EMT school with her.
Oh, perfect. Pass the love on to her as well, because she's telling me that name.
Okay.
Which is her way of letting you know that she's okay, that she is watching over everybody, and that every single day that goes by, she is a soul that's here and with you. She says, so know that I am close by, and that one of the signs that you also get from her is butterflies. Do you ever see butterflies that remind you of her?
Yes.
So know that that's her special way of just acknowledging to you that she is with you and watching over you.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
I really hope that this helps you today, and I really hope that it
It did.
helps you to heal.
Thank you. It did.
You're so welcome.